Hi everyone, it's Etharal here for EGN's Throwback Reviews, and today I'm going to be reviewing Elder Scrolls Online, or ESO for short. I hope you like the video, so please like and subscribe if you do. This game has been out for a while now, and if you're thinking of getting it, I want to talk to you about the state of this game and how the experience is going to be for you now when you're leveling. Now, the gameplay itself is simple and familiar for anyone that's played an MMO or Elder Scrolls game before, so you're going to get a lot of people who can't be bothered moving around, telling you to go and do things and rewarding you with gold and items for your time. It's nice, it's simple, and it's very effective. There have been a lot of changes in this area since launch. Thankfully, the quests, the enemies are giving a lot higher gold now, so it's not going to take you such a ridiculous amount of grind to be able to afford anything. What also helps with the quests is that this game is fully voiced, which can give some really interesting characters. In particular, I love Razumdar for the Aldmeri Dominion, who is just such a fun character to play. Keeps popping up in and out of the main questline for that faction, and really helps add some nice comedy to the story. They've also invested in this part as they've used famous actors and actresses for some of the characters, including Kate Beckinsale as the Queen of the Aldmeri Dominion, and John Cleese as a knight in the Oblivion Plane. Now, although that said, not everyone is doing such a high standard voice acting, and some of the smaller characters give less than stellar performances. Now, you're going to see some nice old favourites return to the game in the Mages and the Fighters Guild quests. In particular, any fans of Oblivion like myself will love that an old favourite from the Shivering Isles expansion is going to be making a big return to the series in this game. So, graphically, this is one of the newer MMOs on the market and went for a lot higher than average requirement in terms of graphics, and it really pays off for the game. It's aging nicely and with a nice realistic style that really grabs you and helps pull you into the game. All the areas that you'll visit will feel nicely different, from deserts and volcanic wastelands to the claustrophobic woods of the Wood Elves, and pretty much everything in between. It's just simply beautiful, and something that I really don't mind having to travel long distances in. I could, and often do, set my characters to auto-run and just sit back and enjoy the environments passing by as I'm heading to my next quest. There's quite a bit of grind in this game, as the leveling is a lot slower than other MMOs from the get-go, so you're going to be taking your time with this a lot more, and certainly when you're reaching higher levels, it's going to feel like a lot more of a time sink than normal. The combat in ESO is a nice change of pace for me though, doing away with the dozens of abilities and just having 5 main abilities plus 1 ultimate at any one time available to you, which really helps the action feel a lot more fast paced and more interactive than you're going to get in your typical WoW clone. You're actually going to have to click for normal attacks, and you can block and dodge out of the way of enemies' attacks. This gives the combat a lot more fluid feel, and you're not just going to be standing there watching health go down. You'll feel like you're interacting and actually making it a proper fight. Again, this is a nice refreshing pace, which, as obviously computers and internet speeds are improving over the years, has really allowed this game a lot more freedom in this sort of department. In terms of multiplayer, I won't say much on it for this game, as looking at just the leveling, you're going to be basically sticking to the quests in ESO, but I do want to take some time to mention the Dolmens. Now, these are areas where Oblivion is trying to crash into the world and work like area quests where anyone can join up and join in. This is a really fun activity, and you will hear them popping up, and even so long after launch, it is reassuring to see that these are still being run. Especially in the lower level areas, you're going to be regularly stumbling on groups of players fighting off Daedra at these points, plus the loot that you get from helping is always a nice surprising boost. Although they aren't too challenging, they're still definitely worth giving a go. Finally, there's the customization in this game. It's definitely something that it does really well, and it's got in absolute spades. You can really make any type of equipment mix and armor mix for your character, and you're in no way confined by the class that you're choosing to play as to what you will wield and wear. You can craft anything really to do with armor or weapons, and it really helps you to get the character that you want to play. with the added feature as well of dying equipment, where you'll be pretty much struggling to find another player who looks exactly like you on your travels. So this is really going to help you to feel like you're one of a kind character. Now, as long as you can get over the grind for the levels that I mentioned, I would definitely recommend picking up this game, as it is more of a buy-to-play game now. I would say potentially avoiding the subscription for the first month or so. When I return, it's the only MMO that I play that I don't first and foremost pick up a subscription. What I tend to do is I'll wait a little bit, and if I'm still playing about a month or so after I started, then I'd say it's definitely worth picking up a subscription then though. But honestly, before then, with the leveling, you're not really going to notice if you don't have it, and you won't be missing all that much from it really. So that's all from me. I hope that was some nice information that helps you with thinking about playing ESO. So thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed playing ESO, I'd love to hear about it in the comments, and hey, maybe let me know what was your favourite character in the game. So as always, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time here at EGN.